Okay, so this will be our Cajon study for tangos. Now tangos is a 4-count rhythm and it swings really nicely. You're basically holding the downbeat with your foot if you're doing palmas and doing 3 claps after that. So those 3 claps you're going to hit 2 and 4 as your accents. 3 we subdue just a bit. And I'm going to show you, I always show you palmas first before we do the Cajon, because we're always relating everything we do in the Cajon back to what the palmas sound like when they're swinging nicely. So a good simple palma swing first is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can also take out the foot so that the 1 is just an understood beat. So we're going to go. Two, three, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's to avoid overstating that 1. That 1 can get a little bit monotonous after a while. And we want to keep a nice open compas. So for tangos, now let's try doing something on the Cajon. We're going to do what I just talked about, in that we're going to leave the 1 out. So the 1 is understood, but now we're going to work on Cajon. So first thing you're going to do, if you're right-handed, you're going to use your right hand for mostly bass sounds, and your left hand is going to be over here doing some snare sounds in this particular pattern. So for the left, we're going to hit and 2. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And the second hit here is louder than the first. Okay? Now on the other hand, we're going to do bass, snare, bass, like so. So we put the 2 together. Two hits on this hand, 3 hits on this hand. Okay, so from there, let's play it in context now, just over and over, so you get the idea. I'll count it out a few times and then I'll stop counting. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, so that we don't have this feeling of a cut every time the 4 happens, we're going to add what are called ghost notes or grace notes. And those are just little light taps up here at the top. I'm going to put in 2 to fill in the time a little bit and to keep it more rolling than stopping, okay? More circular than linear. So we're going to go. That's left, right. Or right, left if you're playing the other way, if you're left-handed. Left, right if you're right-handed. Okay, good. So now, this is a very simple pattern. The most important thing you want to do now is to be able to get the sounds in correct proportion to each other, okay? So like I said, this left one, the second one that's louder. On the last bass sound, which is on count 4, you want to hit that a little bit louder as well. That way we're hitting 2 and 4 just like we're doing with our palmas. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not saying you have to punch it. Actually, the opposite. You want to play them well, but not too much. But the other ones you want to pull back even more, so that we're here. So you hear ta and boom. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very slowly. All of that over and over. One and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to throw in one more thing, a little corte, which is a cut. Now these are going to serve you well when you're playing for dancers, singers, guitarists. It's an accompaniment tool. And there's cortes quite a bit in flamenco. So we're going to have further video studies where we actually apply this with live guitar accompaniment, singers, dancers, so you can get the idea of how to use these tools when you're actually accompanying somebody. For right now, let's just gain the tool, let's learn it. So what we're doing right now is we're starting in the same place as our regular compas, that is and 2, but then we change it a little bit. So now we're phrasing a count of 8. So if I were to play it first and say it, I'll do that and then I'll show you the ins and outs of it, the details. So first we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Again, that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Without counting. That's a very simple pattern because we're just repeating ideas over and over. We're doing this twice and then we're doing that twice. So fitting it into a compas is going to be the more tricky thing to do, but it'll become pretty clear where it fits. So again, that is articulations are 2 hits on the left, 1 hit on the right to begin. We do that 2 times in a row. Then all we do is simply a little roll on both on hands, alternating hands. So I go alternating hands. So it goes right, left, right, left, right, left. You would try to get it to go ta-ka-ta, ta-ka-ta. So I'm going E. That's the idea. Okay. In context now, let's say we had compas going and we wanted to put a cut in there. So if we're here, so you see how the cut blends naturally out of the compas, the particular pattern that we're using the whole compas, because it starts in the same way, in the same place. We just change the ending a little bit. If I counted that all out together, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what I mean by phrasing 4s or 8s. It's up to you how you want to think about it. Whatever makes it easier for you. So now you have those 2 tools. You want to practice those well, and like I said, eventually we're going to put those into some accompaniment. And you'll see how to use those in different scenarios, different situations. We'll be doing this on a close-up video here in a little bit.